Hey guys, Ken here from the Retro Toys Escapades channel in Malaysia. Mattel Creations just dropped the pre-order details for their highly anticipated MOTU Masterverse scaled PANTHOR creature figure. Now, as I recall, this thing first made its teaser appearance at last year's San Diego Comic-Con 2024 event. It was just there in the background. Unlike some of the other stuff during that time that was receiving a lot of coverage, I don't think there was a lot of details shared on this particular creature figure, but now the full details are here. Mattel has revealed everything. This thing is going up for exclusive pre-order on their website on February the 11th at 9 a.m. Pacific time for the sum of 40 USD. As this is a website only exclusive, I think that 40 USD is actually a pretty great price point to pay for something like this, a massive 7-inch scale creature. It's especially great, I think, if you're living in the US, right? If you're outside of the US, then I think you're still pretty screwed, because when you factor in shipping and taxes and all that good stuff, okay, they'll just find ways to just triple the cost of this thing, right? So not so great, okay, if you're not a US resident. Now this thing comes in a really great looking closed box packaging, right? We've got this great visual here that looks like something straight out of the Jungle Book. But yes, this is a great looking painted image of PANTHOR just stalking the scenery in this lush tropical rainforest. Man, this thing looks fantastic. And in the background there, is that supposed to be a reference to the failed Snake Lair playset? On the back of the box here, there's another fantastic visual here. PANTHOR and his master Skeletor, and they seem to be stalking Mechanic. Okay, Mechanic of all of the heroes, okay, not even He-Man, okay, not even He-Man makes this box art. Okay, that's a bit surprising. You guys know how I feel about Mechanic, right? I mean, he's always been one of the lamest MOTU characters to me personally, ever since that 80s ad where he was just running and screaming away from the land shark, crying out to He-Man. Man, that was ridiculous. Okay, but since then, especially in the recent years, I think they've tried to dial back on that whole thing and just make him look even more heroic. But yeah, to me, honestly, well, he'll always be that guy that was just running away, screaming and crying like a little girl. But hey, look, the star of this whole package is PANTHOR, right? And looking at this thing, they've obviously reused the same mold as they did for the Revolution Battle Cat at the time. And, that was like just basically the biggest, like, Moto Origins Tiger transport ever made. Okay, the biggest battle cat ever at that time. And it still holds up, I think. However, I don't really hear a lot of people actually talking about this thing over the past couple of years. I don't really see a lot of people sharing a lot of displays with this thing in there, right? Maybe it's because they just hated the Revolution cartoon. I'm not sure, but this is a great Battle Cat toy. And they've reused the mold, but however, they've made some changes. Obviously, the head is different, especially those really snarling looking teeth. Okay, those jaws that you see there in the front, right? They rework this whole thing. His eyes just stare straight into your soul, invoking so much menace and terror. And this PANTHOR comes with some pretty interesting additional stuff. First of all, check out that saddle. Okay, the saddle is just chock full of so much detail. Look at all that scaly texture, all of those incredibly threatening sculpted images they've worked into there, like the skulls and the bats, okay, all of that stuff that's just straight out of Snake Mountain's design team. As far as the saddle goes, this is without a doubt the best one that PANTHOR has ever received in all of the MOTU generations of toys. Okay, all of the 40 years of toys, this is the best one ever. And he's got more stuff here. Right? He's got these attachments that go onto his front legs, and these look like they come with spikes of some kind. Again, an all-new design touch for PANTHOR creature figure. But then again, this is also new Eternia. Okay, so they can take some liberties with it, right? And just changing up his classic look. And he's got this other thing here, which is a spear. Okay, this is the first time ever I think that a PANTHOR figure comes with additional weapons. I'm not really sure. Maybe the 2000X PANTHOR probably had something there, right? Like the Samurai PANTHOR. I think it had like spikes and stuff like that. I'm not really sure if that stuff was removable. But this one comes with a removable spear that Skeletor can also hold in his hands. So even though this set doesn't come with a Skeletor figure, it does come with an accessory piece that can go onto any one of those Masterverse Skeletors. Okay, pretty great inclusion. And also this holster section here where the spear goes into, you can also use it to house Skeletor's Havoc staff. So there's some great additional options here for interactive play. Now, probably the only thing about this whole set that I'm not really too crazy about is the helmet. Okay, why does this thing have to look like Battle Cat's helmet, right? That's the thing I don't get. Okay, that's probably like the only thing that I'm not fully on board with, because it just makes Panther look like it's supposed to be an evil duplicate of Battle Cat. Okay, like evil Battle Cat or something like that. And why does that have to be the case? Okay, Panther's supposed to be like his own thing, unless it fits into some kind of storyline. Um, maybe that's the particular angle they were going for. Now, although I do feel the helmet is very reminiscent of Battle Cat's, however, it is an entirely different sculpt, so Panther's helmet here is still unique and making its debut for the very first time in Masterverse, making it highly desirable to a lot of fans, I'm sure. Now, I can't talk about the Masterverse version without also bringing out the Classics Panther, which was up to this point, I feel, the gold standard for Panther creature figures, and this one still holds up today with its utterly ferocious sculpt. The one thing that's very unique about the Classics Panther, and which to me is its best aspect, is the helmet. All right, the helmet design is the best that I've ever seen on a Panther creature figure, and this thing incorporates the look of Skeletor's Havoc staff, and that just makes for a truly imposing presence when Panther has it on. But which one of this is your favorite design? Let me know in the comments. Is it the classics look, or is it this new Masterverse version that does it for you? Now, this whole package also includes a newly painted backdrop. Okay, this thing's got some all new artwork on it. Sadly, in this particular image that's provided, most of the art appears to be obscured, okay, because they just placed Panther right smack in front of it. So we don't really get to see much here, but what we can see are a whole lot of snakes, right? It is now 2025, guys, and Mattel still has not given up its obsession with snakes in the MOTU universe. Okay, guys, I want to hear your thoughts on this new Masterverse Panther figure that's going up on exclusive pre-order on Mattel Creations. Are you guys going to be letting out a roar for Panther? All right, let me know in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll catch all of you guys again real soon with more content right here. Take care out there.